Yeah. Um, should we talk about what happened on the weekend?
I think we should.
That was the. That was like a really good. Okay, put it this way. I know what your current favorite is, but what would you say is probably your favoriteest? Because this is what your mad genre is. What is your favorite horror movie
My favorite horror movie
of all time?
would be Friday the 13th, I would have to say.
Well, like, is there a particular number?
So you want to know, okay, between all of them, you want to know what my favorite one? But there's a toss up between 4 and 6.
I was going to say 4.
4 and 6, they're both my favorite. One does not outweigh the other.
Okay. Because what happened, I would say that and how many times have you gone back and watched 4?
Lots.
You can't count it.
No,
exactly. What happened on the weekend is exactly what is like the equivalent of a horror movie.
Yeah.
It is like, because it's scary, but you go back. You keep going back.
Mm-hmm.
It's right up there with watching strippers on a rooftop with Cartel.
That deserves like the Purple Heart or something.
Oh yeah, you're getting colors to that one.
We risked our lives for that drink. That was fucking drink. That we were drinking fast, but not too fast to make it look like we're trying to get out of there.
Yeah.
And trying to get down the stairs fast, but not too fast. But on every flight of stairs was some fucking guy in a fucking $8 million suit and an earpiece asking, "Where are you going? You not having fun?" And I shook.
What could we do to make this more fun?
Exactly. I fucking shook everybody's hand down on the way down. And I had a great fucking time. And I had a great time. We was going to go do a little.
They must think that our lives suck if what we saw was a great
time. And then we're just going to go back and a little more rocky roll after. We'll come back over here and, oh, yeah. And fuck yeah. And then screw that place. But it did make a good story.
It does.
Because it's all about the story.
At the end of the day, both of us will always be. Are we going to say what we did on the weekend?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Oh, so you all of a sudden one morning, Sunday, I believe it was it Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, day on the weekend.
One of the days on the weekend.
I get this text message, or no, you sent it to me Saturday, but I was busy at the time.
Yeah, it was Saturday. Yeah,
I didn't get a chance to investigate what you sent me until Sunday morning, and then I listened to it. It was a song. It was lyrics that you wrote incredible lyrics in 2010. You wrote these lyrics.
Was that 2010?
It was 2011, 10 or 11, around there.
I remember being in my old apartment, my first apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am Parkinson's watching Return of the Living Dead Part 3.
Yeah. And you and I have played this song many times. Rewritten the music for it over and over and over again.
Yeah. But never was satisfied with anything.
Never really. Only the first time that we ever wrote it back in 2011 was it really. I liked it, but never wrote down, never recorded.
Never remembered it.
Couldn't remember it, everything like that, and then time passed.
That's when you're living on that fucking that street.
Yeah. So and you went and joined Never Another, which was fine. I was like, no, dude, take the opportunity.
No. Actually, it worked out. I was sitting there at home one day, and you texted me. You said, dude, I'm just too busy. I'm the Olympics and shit. I'm just too busy.
Yes.
If you want, go find someone else to jam with. I'm totally cool with it.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's how I met Never. That's how I started looking on the list, and that's how I met.
Yeah, the Olympics came up. So it was 2010.
Yeah, it was.
Or 9. That was something. I got really busy.
I got
really busy. I think there was another thing that I did. I can't remember. That could have been that.
I wish I could remember because that was the year that the Twisted Sister show had to jump ahead. It was like another year.
So,
yeah.
And then I don't know how you came across it. How did you come across it?
What?
The app.
The app? Because I was sitting there and when I go out these past couple of days, it's so fucking hot to sit in your car.
Yeah.
And you can't smoke weed in the apartment. So I go make sure when I go down, I make it worth my fucking while. So I get really good and hooted up. And I was sitting there, I was flipping around either the reels on Facebook or the reels on TikTok. And that fucking app popped up. It said, it came up as a commercial, and then I said, "Oh, okay, we're out." Because I got the Da Vinci one, I tried that one out. The one where it makes pictures.
I looked into that one once. It was just, for me, it's curiosity. I was just like, yeah, and I think it's one of those things. Bored. It's like
bored. That was it.
That was it, and it's like one of those things where because we've had many conversations at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Of course.
Because we're both up. We see that each other's up or something like that online. And so we will text each other at like 5 in the morning. So it's 5 in the morning. I'm drinking coffee, whatever. An ad comes up. Da Vinci, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and it does. They make their ads very, very nice. Very, very appealing. And you're like, okay.
And that's what the marketing company does.
Yes. So, let's see if we can do this. No, not you.
My phone told me to be a journal. I have to journal now.
Oh, it's 8 o'clock. You have to journal.
For my mental health. Yeah, my watch is telling me to write down how was your day. How do you feel? My fucking watch will beep and says, "How are you feeling today?" Like, fuck off.
For some reason, they don't want to send to the computer anymore.
Well, let's see. I can send it.
See if you can send it. For some reason, it's not letting me. So you got bored. You found an app.
Well, I was flipping around and found an app, and it said one of those. Yeah, it was like you said. It was a very caught your eye. It was an AI fucking music and shit like that. Have a song written for you, or use your own lyrics. And then of course I was sitting there and I saw that in the fucking car, and I was getting pretty hooped. I was getting there. I was, like I said, go down and make it worth my fucking while. And so then I just kept flipping. And then I walked up the stairs, got to my apartment, and kind of thought, and I don't know where it came from. We ain't doing fucking nothing. You got your ass kicked so many times on Call of Duty today. Maybe you need a break. What if you get this fucking app and give it a try? What's the worst that can happen? It's all about the story, right? It's all about so I did it, and fuck, that's what came up, man. Oh yeah, right. That's what.
Yeah, and then so you
Airdrop.
Yeah, see if it'll airdrop.
Only airdrop into iPhone.
That's me.
And Craigmont.
Well, the other one's probably there and upstairs. Yeah, so I was gonna see how we can get it.
Does it open?
No, it doesn't want to.
No. You need to have permission to open. Like it's maybe saying only for contacts. Only accepting airdrop from contacts.
Oh, I wouldn't know how to.
Oh no, Jackie is on here too. iPhone, Craigmont, and Jackie.
Oh, do Jackie. See if it pops up here. Then because I've been trying to.
It's waiting. Airdrop.
No.
Sent.
No, it's not showing up here.
What about iPhone?
No, I would.
iPhone.
That would probably be.
Anyways, yeah, like I said, fuck dude, I get my ass kicked on Call of Duty all the time, man. But fuck, I always go back.
Always go back.
Always go back.
So you put your lyrics in.
I put my lyrics in, and I popped in. I tried. You did it too, and you said when you sent me over, it didn't have a dude singer. I don't know how I couldn't get a dude
I
singer.
don't know how.
I even put in the description male vocals.
Yeah, yours. You did one, and it came up, and the first one you sent me,
Yeah,
it makes 2 copies.
does it?
Well, mine did.
Okay.
When I tried it, it was shooting out 2 versions.
Oh yeah. It gave me 2 copies. Yeah, it gave you. It's like
Yeah.
Fiverr.
Yeah.
This is what they want, and they give you a selection of what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they gave me 2 versions of it. But so your first one that you sent me it sounded like we had a different chorus in it, but the main verse riff was really close to what I wrote the last time, like 4 or 5 years ago, whatever it was.
The rock and roll one.
Yeah.
The hard rock one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I did that. I put metal.
But, yeah.
But I was thinking something like metal, like a guy's voice, but I don't know why I came up with chick all the time.
But it was really good, and it sounded really great.
As you know what we're gonna do now? Gonna fucking learn it and gonna record it.
Yeah. So now we're gonna try and there might be some tweaking.
Oh, they'll be tweaking. Gonna make it their own.
Yeah, to make it their own. We've talked about.
And this is how we cheat. This is how bands cheat.
Yeah, it just
I
feels
totally like your threesome, dude.
there was I started learning about how it was working and stuff like that. That you need to be more specific. You have to break down the fact that this is a verse.
I did. I had it.
I didn't.
I had
on the
verse one. I had
so it will put the gaps in the music.
Right, I had verse 1, chorus times 2, verse 2, and then it did the chorus twice.
Yeah, I got to do that on that one to see what it comes up with.
But it's $10 a week, and you only get 20 songs a week.
Yeah, I'm at the point where I might even just do it here.
Right?
We're gonna see how it goes. Because like I said, I did a punk song on there, and it took me 14. I think I did it 7 times, got 14 songs, and I was learning that I had to be very specific. And for some reason, I wrote in Ramones in the description, and it would say "can't do it."
Oh, really?
Yeah, it came back as can't do it. So I think because I did
It's copyright.
there's some sort of copyright.
Maybe if you put Ramon style.
Yeah, and I think it was a lot of it might have had to do with the fact that I used Ramon with a capital R, because I was writing other bands in there, but it didn't have the capital letter in there. So there could have been something like that.
Possibly, but I think it's more of a copyright infringement. It won't do it. It won't. Write me an Ozzy Osbourne song and then go sell it to fucking Ozzy.
Yeah, exactly. It's good that it's in there. It's good that you have that in there because it's gonna stop people from stealing from other people. Like,
what do you mean?
Well, let's say I write blah 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 blah. I'm a super fan of, like, let's say a bigger band. Let's say Metallica.
Okay.
I write a Metallica
Actual song.
lyrics. I put it into the AI machine, and I'm just like, this is an end I need. And I write, sounds like Metallica and stuff like that, and it comes out.
The description of what you wanted to sound like.
And it comes out, it's bang on Metallica. I post it.
Yeah.
I start getting royalties from it because of the fact that you put it on, like, say, the YouTube,
And then
where you are paid by the how many hits and likes and all that shit after like 1 million, I think it is. You get 3 million.
And then Mars sues you for using their name.
But nowadays it could take you first, and then it's held up in court forever.
Held up in court and see if they can fucking catch me.
and then at the end of the day, you can say that it was in the description somewhere, small print, says whatever.
Yeah.
And there's probably nothing you can do. The only thing that it would do was waste time and money. And you know what? there's also no such thing as bad publicity.
Absolutely not.
Because
Now think about it. You fucking want to write a song.
yeah,
Basically, I mean, okay, I'm going to come out here and say like I just did. Not get the AI to write the whole fucking thing for you.
No.
But you write the lyrics, you put the lyrics in and see, and then you do that and see what it comes up with. Learn the song, make it your own. Is that really wrong?
no. Because since rock and roll started, how many times have songs been plagiarized?
Oh, a lot.
Forever.
Forever.
Because of the fact that we are constrained to 8 notes. Doesn't matter the octave, it doesn't matter that.
Same.
Only and certain notes, if you learn music, you learn that only certain notes work with other certain notes. You can't put every note with every note. It doesn't work that way.
Sean's fucking good with music theory.
Yeah, there's certain people that know. I think it's called. There's a term for it. I think it's called 1-3-5 or something like that. That basically the first riff or the first fret, third fret, and fifth fret in that order will always work, no matter where you put it.
Mm-hmm.
If you go, so you go 5, 7, 9. It doesn't matter where you put those 3 notes. It works.
That's right.
Case in point, this is one of those songs that is a 1-3-5, and it's a favorite song of the short little blonde-haired guy that we're not going to name, who only shows up for the last 2 songs of your fucking set and then says you're the greatest band ever. Superman, 3 Doors Down.
Oh yeah, 3 Doors Down.
It's a 1-3-5.
Yeah, it is.
And look how fucking popular it is. It's a one-hit wonder for them, but it makes them money.
And look at the Ramones. They made a career on that.
They made a career out of fucking. If you find 5 chords in a song, or 5 notes, not chords, they only played 1 chord. They only played the power chord.
Yeah, the power chord.
So there were, 1 chord band, 3 note band. If you find 5, it was a rare. There was rare songs.
There's fucking guest musicians.
There's guest musicians on there, yeah. Or it was later in life.
Yeah.
Something to Believe in had a lot of notes in it.
Yeah.
But then you think of like KK Took My Baby Away.
Yeah.
1 note. Over and over again. And they were the ones that were the catchiest. Their 2 to 3 note chord, whatever you want to call it, songs were there.
That's right. You know, fucking angry bumblebee up there going. No. You want fucking something catches? They're gonna fucking walk away. They're gonna start drinking, or they're gonna be banging their old lady, and it's gonna pop in their head. Or a bad old lady's gonna be banging them, and yeah, it's gonna pop in their head. It's the simple shit as long as it sticks.
Yeah, so if you use the AI, to get back to that, so if you use AI to help inspire you.
Oh yeah, well, that's the question.
That was the actual question that we're getting at. Yo, Pat is using. Let's ask Pat. Pat writes a lot of music. Pat writes music. Pat is using AI as an inspiration, right or wrong? Not is it right or wrong or good or bad? What's the question? Good or bad?
It's all the same. It's all the same shit.
Is it a cop out?
Right or wrong, cop out.
But like I said, whether you're stealing, okay, you and I are sitting down, we're writing a song.
Yeah.
And coming from both where we come from, we both have our own things that we listen to, but there's a common ground between us.
We come from the ghetto.
The common ground would be like, say, like your Kiss, your Ramones, your Slayer, Alice Cooper, something like that. You and I, we sit down, we write a song. You are very good at writing lyrics. I'll give you that, and then you can tell me. We've done this before. You say, I want it to sound like this, and then I'll play something. You're like, no. And then I'm like, I'll try something else. We've done this. We sat down for hours on end and we've hashed it out shit like that. And at the end, we could say, like, dude, that sounds just like, because I know how you write,
Yeah.
it sounds like an old school Alice Cooper, Dead Babies.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
So when that happens, are we, and let's say it's like, not Dead Babies, because that's a little bit of a slower song.
I know what you mean.
But it would be more upbeat, more like a 18 or something like that, where it's a little more upbeat.
Let's say Generation Landslide.
Generation
I dig that. That's one of my
do too.
favorite songs.
We're gonna put that one on too, just to talk about it too.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. And we're like, and then we don't see it. We go out, we perform this song live, or whatever, and people are like, "Wow, that's a very Alice Cooper-esque," But we didn't use AI. But let's just say we were inspired by it. Oh, here's this thing.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, where did it go?
It's right there.
AI gave me a tool of creativity. I used it to get riff ideas by listening to music in such low volumes. You can make it out, but I can't imagine. So Pat has basically said he's the exact same thing. He's used it as an inspiration.
There we go. So we're using it I'm using that as an inspiration.
That's probably the better term for it.
Time to start doing recording a rock song.
The first one like I said, going way back now to the beginning of the
Yes.
The first one sounded a lot like how we wrote it once.
Okay.
Very close. And I don't know what you put in for the description. There's a little box on it.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you at home, a little box that says description.
Yeah. What you want your song to sound like.
I wasn't getting too in depth with it.
I didn't get too in depth with it either.
I think I had 5 words tops in it.
I put hard rock, metal, male vocals, creepy horror.
Yeah.
And that's what came up.
And the first one was really close. So when you said creepy horror, that's awesome because of the fact that when I listened to it, very Murder Dolls.
Is it really?
Because a lot of Murder Doll songs, one riff through the whole song.
Oh yeah.
And that one was.
That's what's all Wednesday shit too. It's like 1 or 2 riffs. So that's fun.
1 or 2 riffs, the whole song through. Ramones.
That's right.
And he actually covered the song Ramones.
Actually, you usually he did. You kind of have to have 2 riffs. You kind of got differentiate between the verses and the chorus.
Yeah.
So most of them have fucking Wednesday's Bad Thing only has basically 1 riff through the whole fucking song.
Yeah, there's a lot of those songs that only have 1 riff.
But again, like you said, it's the 1, 3, 5 catchy shit.
It's 1, 3, 5 catchy shit. Exactly. Okay, because I caught that. The second one that you sent me,
The metalist version?
It sounded really new metal at the beginning. I was like, oh no. But I kind of thought the same thing. And I turned it off. I actually turned it off because I didn't like it. And then I was like, oh no, I'm gonna go back and listen to the thing. So I get back and I'm like, oh man, that new metal fucking where it's like I listened to it and all I can picture was that new metal band, the only new metal band that I've seen in recent years, that one that opened for Nina Strauss. There was one that we saw, new metal band.
Oh yeah, I dug them. I can't remember the name of them. I remember I dug them.
All I can picture is when they had their little breakdown of fucking riffs and fucking 100 people all dressed in fucking black bouncing to the beat.
Yeah.
And so that's what I was picturing in my head. And I was like, oh, I can just see a lot of people bouncing to this. But then the lyrics, the singing started and it sounded very Casey Carlson.
They
It
did.
reminded me
And
of
that's
her.
fine. That's fine when you text me, man. So we can find a hot redhead to sing this.
The first one,
Oh,
yes.
was that the first one?
I can picture what's her name? Haxon's. Amy.
Oh yeah. Ashley. Or,
Ashley. Amy's
Amy.
a different one.
Ashley. No,
Amy
it's not
is
Ashley.
Amy, Costello.
Ash Costello. Yeah.
Ash Costello.
Ashley.
Amy is Dead Sarah. Another female one. And then the second one, once the lyrics started, I was like, no, that's it.
Now here's another fucking thing.
You can use it as inspiration. You can okay,
No,
I like
no,
that,
no.
and then you cut off that whole beginning part.
This is the Gene Simmons and me coming out. Can I take those two? Because those are the two that I like.
Sorry, joking.
A little slow to the train here, buddy. Now, can I copyright those two songs and then whore them off and when the fucking Ash or when they got the fucking great I want to pay $500,000 for it.
If you can take away, as long as this is the thing, this is where it gets complicated in the legal sense. As long as whoever came up
Says
with
the
the
lawyers of Craigmont.
Yeah, as long as whoever comes up with the app doesn't find out that the app wrote the song, as long as you don't lose lip sync shifts, right?
But it doesn't matter. The apps making millions anyways.
No, but
it's kind of like the Da Vinci thing. When you make a picture, are you allowed to use that for your own personal gain and sell it to someone? You know, now. Let's say now there's a new genre of fucking art, a new branch off. You know, like you get photography, oil painting. Well, now there's AI art. Are you able to fucking make that and then put it on the wall and sell it for your own personal gain? Is that legal? Do you own that?
I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna say I think you can.
Because art is interpretive. Art is the art actually like the image, or is it the art of coming up with the idea to type it into the
Okay, now let's say I put those lyrics in there and it just came up with the music and it came up with everything else. I just put in the lyrics.
Yeah.
Now if I sold it to let's say Alice Cooper,
yeah.
I sell it to him, he likes to throw his next album. But he did. But once he buys it off me, yours, man, you want to fucking tweak it to make it sound something completely different? That's up to you.
And something like that was huge in the 70s. There was guys that were like, I don't like this. Like they would write a song, wouldn't use it. They would give it to somebody else because they were recording next door. They're on the same record label. It would happen all the time. What has he got now? Combine punk and metal and Enya. Garbage or gold?
That's all interpretive.
That'd be very interpretive.
All depends on everybody's taste, whether it's
it would have to. That's a taste thing. That would be. I can see something like that having, depending on who's in that band.
Yeah.
Of doing a punk metal Enya, like we're talking. I'm trying to think of something that she's done. I know one song from her, and that was it. And
Who's that?
Enya.
Oh.
Let's just say she's very like a Yoko Ono, though, but they could actually sing. Like long notes and dragged out.
Okay.
Very gospel-y type deal. So I was going to go back here. We're just going to cue this up.
But yeah, I just thought about that. Why not fucking just we're doing it that way?
Yeah.
I loved it.
I see that it is something that gives you
It gives you a different way of looking at things.
It gives you a good perspective, yes, good inspiration. Especially as you're guys like us, that are older, we're not starving anymore. Like the shit that I come up with now,
I'm sure you're not fucking starving.
I can tell. I can see but the shit that I wrote when I was 20
Yeah.
compared to like the stuff that right now. Yeah, maybe it's because of the fact that come Friday afternoon, it crosses my mind every Friday afternoon. I wonder if Chris wants to go to karaoke tonight. I'm like, fuck, I'm tired. You know, and honestly, good shit happens there.
It does happen.
I can imagine it in my head. The two of us walking through there, and they'd be like, "Holy fuck! Here comes the entertainment."
They're back.
They're back.
It's too bad it's fucking Friday nights, man.
I know. That's just it. I
would have been there, but it would have been at 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a thought too.
Why is it not playing?
What the fuck you doing?
I don't know. Oh, it took me somewhere else. That's why.
What are you looking for?
This one here.
That sounds good.
No, it crosses. That's what I mean. Like, we're not starving. We get to Friday. You know, there was a time when we were like 20, where Friday was like, no matter how tired you were, you dug it down deep.
You went out.
You
You
went.
got shitter, possibly laid. Then you came home and you know if you were out drinking with the guys and shit, and you were like, left with the guys, you're coming home about 2. You're ordering fucking pizza. You're going to bed about the fucking same time that the person that went out to get laid just starts getting home.
Yeah. Yeah. So so there's things like that. And then Saturday came along and wash, rinse, repeat.
Oh, fucking right. So then you woke up the next day and you fucking went to work. And then you came back home. You had a fucking shower. You had your box.
Yeah, we're working 6 days a week because of the fact that we were paying for a lifestyle.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you come home Friday night exhausted. You be like, fuck, I'm just gonna call it a fucking night.
When somebody shows up,
but usually because it's Tanya's place anyways back in the day, so there's always somebody showing up.
Yeah.
So that always gets out of fucking hand. And then and that's usually the night that you stay in.
Yeah.
You stay in and you get shittered. Then you fucking pass out. And then the next day when you wake up, you start getting everybody together because now we're all planning to go up somewhere else, probably usually downtown or something.
Yeah.
And after your fucking day of work, you fucking got up and then Sunday you got to sleep until 10 until fucking Jay comes running down. My mom's coming over. We gotta clean the place up.
Oh, Sail Away. That was her big song. Enya, Sail Away.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. It just says Sail Away for a long time. Yeah, that's the one I couldn't think of. Yeah, that was her big one. Pat's probably sitting there doing research.
Probably.
Yeah.
So yeah,
we're gonna get on something about doing Enya in a second here as we're closing in on the 8:30 thing where we do something about a music thing.
Oh yeah, we do something about a music thing at 8:30.
Yeah, I was gonna do some little bit of research on the AI because I read an article and I was gonna bring it up, and it was just gonna be like for the sake of the article.
Yeah.
I gotta find the article here. It was about Velvet Revolver. How in depth did you ever get with Velvet Revolver?
Not very much, but I hate Scott Weiland.
Okay, that being said, I posted on our Facebook page
I saw that
about Slash hating
being vulnerable.
Velvet Revolver. Obviously, and that to me just says paycheck. He saw that one. There's one thing of like paycheck, and then the wanting to play. Loves playing with Duff. Matt showed up.
Sorum. And
things
a
like
couple
that.
guys, and then Scott Weiland and some other dude from Stone
I
Temple
think no, he was from
Stone Temple Pilots.
no, the guitar player. The other guitar player was from.
I want to say Stone Temple Pilots.
No, he was from another
Look it
band
up.
called.
Look it up.
Yeah, no.
Look it up.
You're gonna be wrong. He was
Look it
from. It's something to do. It has adolescence or something. I'm gonna look that one up. I can't remember what his name was. I can't remember.
I know, because I always thought it was just the merge between Guns N' Roses and fucking Stone
No,
Temple
he
Pilots.
was.
Because the guitar player or whatever was the fucking was Scott Weiland.
No,
I
he
fucking
was
hate
in
Scott
Wasted Youth.
Weiland.
That's the band that he was in. I knew it had something to do with adolescents, children, whatever. Wasted Youth.
Yeah.
So, and that was, and the only reason they got him was because Izzy Stradlin said no.
Really?
They asked him. They did ask him. I read that one time that they asked him. So, I was reading about other guys that they auditioned, like actually came out and played with them.
Hmm?
You said you read. Okay, they're very
Yeah.
30. One of them, we're gonna do this first. One of them, Sebastian Bach, who we both said still can do it.
You still can do it.
Velvet Revolver was almost 20 years ago now.
Mhm.
Early 2000s ish, 2003, I think. Yeah, right there. First album, late 2003. So
There you go.
Miles Kennedy, who was
Slash's Snake Pit.
Snake Pit.
Yeah.
Or
But no, really, if you brought Miles Kennedy with him, it was just like they were Slash's Snake Pit.
yeah, and then they changed it to Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators featuring Slash.
What did they?
Yeah, they changed it around or something like that. Or Slash and yeah, they I don't know. Ian Astbury, the Cult. What would you? Okay, first of all, let's go back to the beginning. What would you think of Sebastian Bach singing with them?
I think it would have worked.
I think it would have worked. It wouldn't have been the same Velvet Revolver though. You wouldn't have had the
But
songs.
being 20 years ago, Sebastian Bach and all them were probably still fucking partying and shit. So it'd be a total different fucking vibe.
It would have been a different vibe. Because of the fact that there's a lot of songs, because of the fact of where Scott Weiland was, you wouldn't have had the songs where
Oh no.
but him cleaning himself up. You wouldn't have had the falling to pieces or whatever it's called. That's a Faith No More song.
No, I was actually just listening to that coming in.
Or yeah, there was I can't remember what. There was a song, something about that, and there was a couple of songs in there. Ian Astbury, the Cult.
Yeah.
I don't think that one would have worked if he did it.
It may have worked, but it wouldn't have gotten big. It
would
would
have-
have gotten big because of the
I'm thinking it would have
Slash
been a one album thing. I think it would. I don't think it would have gone past one album
No.
with Ian Astbury.
No.
Nothing against the guy.
No. But it wouldn't have worked.
It wouldn't
I
have
don't
worked.
think it would have.
Scott Weiland of Stone Temple Pilots.
Well, he got the gig, so.
He liked them because he said he thought of him as a John Lennon type guy. He did write good lyrics for that band. His Stone Temple Pilot stuff was a little bit,
Cracky.
yeah, it was like a lot of like for the time that the time that was going on in music, grungy type stuff of like 2-word things like a mulatto, a mosquito, my libido, Yeah. Not great fucking lyrics, but it fucking worked at the time. That was Teen Spirit.
I know it was.
So I'm just
I
like,
was gonna say it came from the Gene Simmons book of lyrics.
yeah. Like 3 different things that doesn't make any fucking sense, but for some reason
Work together.
it worked together. Everybody bought it. The last one that was on this list was Mike Patton.
No.
And it wouldn't have worked at all. I can see that being the same as Ian Astbury would have brought out one album, and I can actually see Mike Patton being bored.
It would have one video, and that would pretty much be it of the whole life of the album.
Mike Patton wouldn't have fit, and I think the only reason Mike Patton went was for controversy and story. Because in 1997, there was a huge tour. It was Guns N' Roses, Metallica double bill with opener Faith No More. Faith No More gets kicked off the tour because of Faith No More versus Axl Rose.
Oh, jeez.
So how could you possibly, if there was somebody, if back in any time, this could happen. There's a dude out there who's got a really hot girlfriend.
Yeah.
Every time you see him, we're talking, let's put it back into the 90s. We're hanging out at Solomon's house.
Yeah.
There's a dude, we're not going to name names, but for simplicity reasons, we'll just throw out a common name. We're going to call him Don.
Okay. That's a very common name.
He's got a really, really hot girlfriend.
Did he?
No. I'm just for the story.
Oh, for the story. Oh, okay.
And you want to get back at him. They break up. But for some reason, because it's Sonia's house, she keeps coming around.
That was my house too.
So you were there, but you're there. She keeps coming around. And you know, she was the hot girlfriend. And now she's taken an interest in Chris.
She obviously drinks a lot.
Let's just say, and I know who you are, because I have over 40 years experience of Chris.
Yeah, right.
There's a part of me that you're like, yep, I'm gonna fuck that chick. And
if I had video on my cell phone right now, I'd record it and send it to him too.
Exactly. That's exactly it.
You know,
so that's exactly what I thought of when I read Mike Patton auditioning for Velvet Revolver. Is you kicked me off the tour, so what better thing to do than just steal your band? Here I am playing with Slash, Duff, and Matt Storm. And that story breaks out. And where are you? Trying to record the Chinese Democracy with a bunch of fucking guys with chicken buckets on their head.
For the 8th year.
For the 8th year. Exactly. Like, that's exactly what that was. I'm like, that is like a bittersweet revenge thing. That is like, you know what? I'm going to fuck his girlfriend. I'm going to take pictures and I'm going to show him.
That's right.
You didn't like me? Well, guess what? You're going to not like me more. You didn't like me then? You're going to hate me now. That is exactly what I read on that when I read that. I was just like, that is a fucking huge, just like, fuck you.
Yeah.
And I was reading this, I was like, I'm going to bring that up on this fucking show because I know what Chris is going to say.
That's exactly what I do.
Not only will I fuck hot chick, but I'm going to fucking show her fucking ex-boyfriend who didn't like me that I fucked his girlfriend.
That's right.
That this is what she gave you up for.
And now if we ever get back together, you can always picture me on top.
Yeah. I knew it.
You have to plant the seed, otherwise it won't happen.
Oh yeah, exactly. So we're gonna get into this for a second, just because we mentioned it. So here's this one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
We're gonna put the share screen thing. And then we go full screen, and then because nobody wants to see.
Please clean your plate there below the book and see ya. Don't you know people are starving in Korea? Alcohol and razor blades and poison and needles. Kindergarten people, they use them, they need them. The overindulgent machines were their children. There wasn't a way down on earth here to cool them, 'cause they look just like humans at Chris Gaze or Woolworth. But decadent brains were at work to destroy. Rats in battalions were ruling the street scene. Generation landslide closed the gap between them, and I laughed to myself at the men and the ladies who never conceived of us billion-dollar babies. La da 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 da. Militant mothers hiding in the basement, using pots and pans as their shields and their helmets. Molotov milk bottles heat from big high chairs, while mothers live burned birth certificate papers. Dad gets his allowance from his sonny the dealer, who's pubic to the world but involved in high finance. Sisters out till 5 doing banker's son's hours.
Because we've already heard that song.
Billion and a half times.
Because we've all heard that song like you said a billion times. Oh, stop! The whole thing fucking just changed. It was a big update. And it used to be one click, now it's not. So like you said, one of the biggest bands, and I wanted to go, and I'm kicking myself for it now.
Yeah.
Because first was Motley Crue, Theater of Pain.
Yeah.
No concerts for years after that. After that, it was Rolling Stones, Steel Wheels.
Yeah.
And it's been since, I think that was late 89, early 90.
Yeah, it
I
was.
think
It was
that
around
became-
there because I remember I was fucking because in high school, the one kid that drove a Corvette, he was a fucking huge Rolling Stones fan.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah, and he came to shirt after the Steel Wheel. I remember, so it was about grade 9 or 10.
I didn't do shirts back then. But it was just
It was about grade 9 or 10, so yeah, about 90, 89.
yeah, he was a huge one. I remember talking to him about it afterwards. They were just big for me and getting into music and stuff like that because they brought out the singles box set, and I remember having it. My parents gave it to me. They're like, "You should try this," and it was before I was getting. It was in between that, like I said, in between that Motley Crue thing,
Mm-hmm.
and it was even before Steel Wheels, and I had it was on cassette. I have it now on my Spotify thingy, and that's when. And I knew some of the songs and stuff like that, and the one that will always get me, and I've heard so many versions of it, and some are good, some are bad. Sympathy for the Devil. And I know it's a very long song, but it was just like the fact that I was like, holy fuck, because of like things like Shout at the Devil.
Yeah.
Here's the Rolling Stones. They have a song that says Sympathy for the Devil. I was like, Devil? That's awesome. And, and it's like, the lyrics are fucking great. wish I would have gone. But from what I hear, the same time is what I've been thinking now is that you were going to that show with 50,000 of your closest friends, and I hope you have a good view of the Jumbotron.
That's right. 50,000.
Unless you are in the first 5 rows on the floor, spending who knows God what, or in the first 20 aisles, not rows. Rows go this way, aisles go this way. So if you're in the first 20 on the side, you're watching a fucking screen.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, save your money, don't even bother. Invest your money in a time machine and try and get back to when the Rolling Stones played the Commodore.
Fuck, dude, if I could go back in the time machine, I'd fucking find some fucking band. I'd learn their whole fucking catalog. I go back in fucking time and boom, change the fucking world.
No, I'm on board with the whole. If I did something like that, I would be more Biff Tannen, betting on sporting events.
Yeah.
But I would pick and choose because of the fact that people would be like, "Why the fuck is he knowing all this shit?"
Or really, all you really got to do is go down to the fucking stage and just get one big Powerball ticket.
Yeah, or something like that. Just like, but I'm just saying, if you did sporting events, you can make a career out of it. You can make a life where it's like, I'm gonna bet $1,000 on this, and then they win.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bet 1,000 here, and then you can just roll it through, and nobody would notice because it would be so hit and miss all the time.
You gotta make sure you go and lose a few too.
You gotta make sure you gotta lose a few. Exactly. If we learned anything about time travel, watch Back to the Future.
That's right.
But
anyway, I was gonna say at the Rolling Stones, Mick Jagger got all fucking booed.
I did not hear this.
And here's all the fucking he came out and he fucking said something how he likes Trudeau and his family. They're such great people. Everybody started going boo.
Oh,
and then he kind of again.
Really?
It was a fucking reel, and then again it was coming up from one of the guys and like pretty far away. And you tell Mick Jagger just kind of like stopped right there. And then he said, well, what about Canada? I'm so glad to hear Canada's got a fucking soccer team in there now. And that got the crowd going again. But yeah, they fucking Rolling Stone. Mick Jagger got booed.
Mick Jagger compliments Justin Trudeau and immediately regrets it. Wow.
I'm sure it's on YouTube.
It is. That's where it is. Real quick here. We never really get political on this show.
No, but nobody likes Trudeau whether you're fucking. You're kind of forced into it once in a while.
Oh, it didn't ring enough letters. Spell Trudeau.
There, this top one.
Yeah. Okay. Share with the world. Share. And
This will probably get sued by a lot of people.
like I need 81-year-old.
It feels like it's such a beautiful place, and you realise how you miss it when you come back here, and how lovely it is. It's so great to see you all. Sort of like an old girlfriend you kind of only text with, but you never see, and then when you see her, you miss her. You know what I mean? Anyway, I mean, we love your Mr. Trudeau. I mean, his family has always been such big fans of our band.
Oh wow! That was really quick, eh? Wow, he totally recovered quick on that one because I was like, all of a sudden it was like, suck my beep.
Everybody else is boo.
Yeah, like right away, you can hear the person behind the person filming. That was fucking hilarious. Yeah. That was quick. But you can tell he's got like 60 years experience.
And that's what I was thinking when I saw that too. It's kind of like Alice Cooper running out in the fucking Canucks jersey.
It's good business.
It's yeah, well, it's good business, but it shows that they're professionals at it and can do it without. I would sure, cause I'll bet you he never fucking expected 1 second that the whole fucking crowd would do him.
It makes me wonder because of handlers. If somebody's not getting paid, this guy over here is getting paid this. This guy's over here getting paid that. This guy over here that's getting paid this. Whispers in the fucking handler's ear. Fucking mention Trudeau. Fucking it's good for business.
Oh, probably, yeah. Go woke, go broke.
Yeah. Because of the fact that there's when they come out and they do those rants, they're not.
No, they probably, you're right. They probably went out with probably had someone go out and like a scout or something and ask people, hey, what's the most popular thing in this town? What's the most popular? And
exactly.
Someone probably said fucking Trudeau. That's right. Or a few probably people probably said Trudeau, and so of course they go out and get different. They gotta find out what makes the town buzz.
Exactly.
So I'm sure they got people out there fucking asking.
Because I know in '97 when we saw the Kiss reunion.
Oh yeah, they knew about Surrey.
They knew about Surrey Girls.
Guar knew about Surrey Girls too.
But also Guar comes every year. Kiss every
5-ish years.
Nowadays, but it was then it was like almost
every year.
Every 2 years, let's say.
Fair enough.
Every 2 years, Kiss is rolling through town, so it's not their first circus. So they know not to. Yeah, I wasn't thinking that. So they Kiss would probably know. They probably know. There was pictures. I saw pictures all over the internet about Mick Jagger hanging around town too.
Yeah,
he was just whatever. He looks like a 110-pound old man just walking through the streets. No handlers, no nothing.
Does he walk or the breeze catch him?
That's about it.
Oh, help me! Help me! I can't stop myself. That's the nasty breeze we got going on here. I can't stop. Will someone stop me, please?
Here comes the UK coming again. So, yeah. I don't even know if anybody's commenting over here.
I don't know either, man. What time we got? Oh,
my video blocked. Oh, as always. Oh, yeah, there was. There's a short little blonde-haired guy.
Hey, buddy.
Why can I only see Ace? Because Ace is the only one you need to see.
That's right. So Barney watches on Facebook.
Yeah, for some reason, it's not linking up with this thing anymore. I don't know why. I'll look into it one day. So, and then I keep thinking that I'm going to make, like, these playlists of, like, this is what I've been listening to the last week. Because I'm listening to all kinds of crazy different things all the time. So, just trying. I think about it.
Creating content. I think about a lot of things too. Yeah, don't really go far.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that whole thing, I'm going to see if we can try and get it on that fucking thing. Even if we try and make like a, I don't know, kind of video for it.
Even if you have to go blow somebody to do it, you'll get it done.
I will get it done.
Somebody out
well,
there.
We're going to get version 1 of the Zombie Girl on there.
We got bids out there. Oh, we should start a fucking, you know what we should do? We should start a fucking GoFundMe page and have people fucking put money so they get those fucking Ray-Ban fucking glasses that stream onto the internet. 2 pairs.
2 pairs.
How fucking awesome would that be? Fucking streaming while going. That'd be fucking people. Love
I
that
think
shit.
about those all the time,
So do I.
but I'm just like, I treat my $20 glasses like shit. So what am I gonna do with like $400 glasses? Yeah, exactly. Because I'm just like, oh man. But then I'm like, oh no way. Because I'm like, but then again, if they were like, you know, well, let's just say, put it this way. It's just sitting there right now. It's in a bag. It's you know, but it just sits there. You hang yours. I've been thinking about doing that. I'm thinking about hanging them on this wall. We're gonna paint this wall soon. I don't know what color yet. But we stand out on it because of the
We
fact
do.
that-
It does have a good contrast.
because of the fact that 9 times out of 10 we are in black. I'm wearing Amber Blaze today. I don't even know how I ended up with this shirt. That makes it just for a good story, just like that.
Well, I was sitting there, I was watching that whole transaction between you and her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I did. I think I traded.
You did. You both traded shirts.
I think that's what it was.
Because she's like, she went over to you and she said, "Oh, here, I'm gonna buy your shirt." And you're like, "No, just how, you know."
Yeah, I think we traded.
And I said, "Okay, well, you come over here. I got you some for it." And then you guys went over and dealt with that. That's how I got that shit.
I thought I did. It was a pretty crazy day. And then we had a semi-band meeting for that one on Saturday. So because people were asking me like, "Hey, how late did you stay? What was the feedback and stuff like that?" And I said, "It's the same as when we play any show, and we don't play enough of them. You guys are awesome. I want to play another show with you." You know, Kicking Rocks came up to us and said it. Vic and Rick said that. Oh, and Todd. The only one that didn't talk to us was their Stu. That's part for the chorus is, you know, there's a long history between Rick, between those 3 and myself. So, you know, Kicking Rocks, I knew one of them because I worked with them on a project, and you know, so there's some histories, and the guys were like, "Yeah, we totally want to fucking play with you again." We had another show where we did that, but they didn't really call us back. I heard that was what is that metal band guy? We played a show with him at the Wolf Bar.
Oh,
You know who I'm talking about.
I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Sin, Heathen Sins.
Yeah.
They said they want to do another show with us, but we never did. But that's, you know, we didn't keep up with them too. Just saying, hey. So totally want to play shows with these guys. I think we're gonna do something in mid-September. Looking at trying to do something because the fact that we go in the Electrojets go in waves.
Yeah.
And so all of a sudden, like everybody was they were like, what is this place? Like you're like talking about fucking Lance's place, right? So they're like, cause one guy looks it up on like Google Maps or whatever, and he's like, is this like somebody's house? And I'm like, no, it is, but it isn't.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh man. And then all of a sudden they see all the people that show up. We got fucking paid. Yeah, we got paid. It was good. And for what we got paid, and then I know that it's split evenly, I was like, fuck, this is, I think, the first year that he had a dude. He must have paid him as well. There was a dude the old dude in the high vis vest. I don't even know who that guy was.
I don't think he paid him. I think it's his buddy.
I think he paid him.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I think he was a buddy that he nobody does anything for free.
No.
Or if you offer, if you offer the bare minimum of what that guy might like.
Yeah. Or he probably offered to do it. He knows Todd will take care of him.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
We'll give you the food. We'll give you the smoke.
yeah.
You know?
Help yourself to the food if you want.
Yeah, and things like that. So between like the food and everything like that, I was like, wow. And then gave it back. I had to look it up because apparently there's a thing as we wind down this show in the last 2 minutes, and I don't understand this one at all. Is that there's a Clyde Hill Appreciation Night, and never really dealt with him. I have, but then the shows never worked out. None of us wanted to do the shows because of the fact that we're gonna give you a Thursday 8 o'clock time slot, and I'm like, no, thank you. You know,
Right. Where's all your friends?
yeah, exactly.
This was a Tuesday night. Well, you had the bar packed the other night. Well, that was a Saturday.
and half of that bar being packed was the early bar stars.
That's right.
You know, and I know that from seeing Never Another there, from seeing Just Off the Grid there, I know that it's half of it is the early bar stars. Because they want to get a table.
Right.
And they know, they're like, oh, well, if we get there at 9, the bar starts at 10. We get there at 9. You put up with whatever band's playing. Off in the corner, whatever. The Never Another one's been a while, but the one that I think about is the Just Off the Grid one where there was like some fucking sugar daddy dude.
Yeah.
With fucking women. He's like in his 40s, probably close to my age, 50s, with like these 20-year-old girls just buying him drinks that are just like, you know, they'll do whatever for the money that you give them. They think that they're like a sugar baby. No, you're a whore. You know, let's call a spade a spade. You're just doing different things for that money. I don't understand why there's a Clyde Hill Appreciation thing. I have no idea.
Everybody celebrates getting ripped off.
Let's celebrate getting ripped off. So.
Remember that time we played the Roxy and got ripped off? Yeah!
Oh, and as we speak.
What's this?
Some more shit from Ben. It's always fun to see.
It is always fun to see what Ben sends you.
He needs a hobby. What was this one? I think Trudeau's popular around the world except in Canada. That's probably it because we give so much fucking money to other fucking countries.
You ever see him sitting in you see the last G7 fucking thing? They're all the fucking world leaders are all fucking standing in a big fucking smoke pit circle talking, and Trudeau's like fucking 10 feet behind him against the guardrail. Nobody fucking likes him.
They like his money.
They like our fucking money.
Our fucking money. Anyways,
that's as political
that's
as
we're gonna get, and as we wind down this magnificent hour that we've given you.
You're welcome. Yeah, we'll try and get that song up there.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing on the face page.
Huh.
Wow, okay, like it's just a bad angle. Okay, good to know. So we'll change that one day.
One day. We'll get to it.
I don't know how to change it.
I'll worry about it next time.
Yeah, we'll worry about it next time. I don't know. Cannot see you guys.
But I can see you.
Can't see you either.
Yeah, go back on there and figure out how to link everything.
Yeah.
You should get us on the fucking TikTok thing too. Everybody just fucking pops up on that fucking thing. People don't even fucking know just pops
No,
up.
you just gotta. I know how to do it. Just haven't done it. It's one of those things.
And Instagram,
I gotta set an
QR
alarm.
codes. We get QR codes from Instagram.
Yeah. All we gotta do is just take the time to do it.
Yeah, but we don't take that time. Anyways, goodbye.
Yeah, so that's another magnificent
Episode,
episode of your life.
but you'll never get back. You're welcome.
Where is it? There it
I
is.
know we don't have much long to live, but we do
Just- I know how much you love that one.
I do love that one.
I still remember the first time I sent it to the short little one. God, he's like, man, that was mean.